Welcome to YouTube channel Mr. Hong TV. Today, I will show you how to answer the topic. Describe a room you have been to in someone else's house. You should say whose room it is, when you went there, how you felt about it, and explain why you have been to that person's room. Sample 1. Cozy living room. Now, let's listen carefully. I would like to talk about the living room in my best friend Lynn's house. I've been there many times because we often hang out at her place, especially during the weekends. Her living room is one of the most welcoming and comfortable spaces I've ever been to. The first time I visited her house was about 2 years ago, right after she moved in. She had invited a few of us over for a small housewarming party. As soon as I walked into her living room, I was impressed by how stylish and cozy it was. The walls were painted a soft pastel green, which made the room feel calm and relaxing. She had a large, L-shaped sofa in a light gray color that could easily fit 6 or 7 people. There were also lots of colorful cushions on it, which added a cheerful touch to the space. The room had large windows that let in plenty of natural light during the day, and in the evening, warm yellow lights created a cozy atmosphere. One thing that really stood out to me was her choice of decorations. There were some beautiful framed photos of her family and friends on the walls, and she also had a small shelf filled with books and souvenirs from her travels. What made the living room even more special was the attention to small details. For example, she had a fluffy beige rug in the center of the room, which felt so soft when I walked on it barefoot. There was also a coffee table with a few magazines, a scented candle, and a small plant in a cute ceramic pot. It was clear that she had put a lot of thought into making the room feel inviting. I felt completely at home in Lynn's living room. It was the perfect place to relax, chat, or even read a book quietly. I think what made it so appealing wasn't just the furniture or decor, but also the positive energy the space gave off. It's definitely one of the nicest rooms I've ever been to, and I always look forward to visiting her house again. Sample 2. A beautiful study room. Now, let's listen carefully. One of the most memorable rooms I've ever been to is my cousin Min's study room. Min lives in a spacious house in the countryside, and I had the chance to stay with him for a week last summer during my school break. His study room left a strong impression on me because of how organized and inspiring it was. The room is located on the second floor of his house, and it has a large window overlooking their beautiful garden. When I first stepped into the room, I was amazed by how neat and well-arranged everything was. The walls were painted a light cream color, which made the space feel bright and airy. There was a large wooden desk placed near the window, and it was filled with all kinds of stationery, books, and even a laptop. What caught my attention the most was the huge bookshelf that covered almost one entire wall of the room. It was packed with books of all genres, from fiction to academic textbooks, and it showed how much Min loves reading. There was also a comfortable armchair next to the bookshelf, where he often sits to read or relax. Min told me he spends most of his free time in this room, working on projects or studying for exams. He even had a small whiteboard on one side of the room, where he would write down his daily goals and plans. I found this really inspiring because it showed how disciplined and focused he is. I felt so calm and motivated while spending time in Min's study room. It wasn't just a place to work. It was a space that encouraged creativity and productivity. The peaceful view of the garden outside made it even better. I think that room reflects my cousin's personality: organized, determined, and thoughtful. Visiting his study room has motivated me to keep my own workspace more organized and create a better environment for studying. That's the end. Thanks for watching.